The complete Emergent AI masterclass, building websites and apps. So wrestling with rigid drag-and-drop website components, fighting broken responsive mobile layouts, or writing repetitive full-stack boilerplate code from scratch is officially an obsolete workflow. We have completely broken past simple AI layout helpers and entered the era of pure prompt-to-production deployment. Today, we are diving deep into Imagent AI, an advanced developer platform that builds fully functional, data-driven web applications and mobile software directly from natural language instructions. So if you want to use a legacy visual editor, you are stuck with manual mouse clicking, grid snapping, rigid pre-built plugins, and completely separate design tracks for desktop and mobile devices, Imagent throws that out. You give it a plain English prompt string, and the system autonomously generates backend code, auto-constructs data state models, and provides native multi-platform workspace rendering instantly. So we will now look directly at the homepage dashboard layout and map out the interface so you can start building now. Okay, so let's look directly at the live home dashboard screen so you can find your way around the interface. Right in the upper center of the page, you have your main generation command module. Notice the two selector options sitting right above the text field box, web app and mobile app. So this lets you tell the background compiler exactly what platform architecture to deploy before it drops a single line of code. Directly inside the entry bar, you see the input window where you describe your idea to bring it to life. If you aren't completely sure how to format your text instructions first, look right below that box. Imagent prints out 3 quick start interface tags to test the system mechanics, such as loyalty punch card for a coffee shop, a directory site for cafes, or a class scheduler for yoga studio. And now guys, drop your focus to the bottom half of the workspace. This is your historical development log split into recent tasks and deployed apps. As you can see, I have 2. So this gives you an absolute overview of your active engineering projects. For example, you can see previous builds like custom YouTube style video sharing portal generated months ago by me, or high conversion landing page. So to jump right back into editing any project layer, you just simply click its name from this index right here, and in here you can continue working. As you can see, this is the website that I previously created. What's it about? It's a kind of a fitness website, sort of. So as you can see, I will of course give you the prompt on how to create your own from scratch, but in general, as you can see, this is the interface. On the left, you have the field where you can message the agent. So this will only appear after you perform your first prompt right from here. So when you do that, as you can see now here, we can edit our websites in any way you want, perform additions, edits, and whatever you wish. And now let me, of course, explain to you what kind of engineering outputs you can use to generate. So if you feed an advanced generative software engine a lazy 2-word instruction like make a website, it has to guess your entire intent, which results in generic templates. So to generate elite production-grade tools, you need to use a structured prompting blueprint. Your prompt matrix should always explicitly state 4 distinct core parameters: the identity and target audience, the specific component architecture, the underlying logic or data flow, and the visual design vibe. So let's look at the 3 highly optimized blueprint prompts you can copy and use right now inside that central input box on your screen. Alright, so for example, this kind of prompt, as you can see, it's not that long, but all of the things I've been talking about are still here. Also guys, don't forget that if you're not using a premium account, you have a certain amount of credits to spare. So as you can see, I have 10, and when I create the new project, the new website, of course, these credits will be taken from me. And when I run out, of course, I will have to buy more or just kind of get myself a subscription. So don't forget that. So this is just one of the prompts, guys. I'm just going to use this one. And also, once you paste your structured prompt string into the central console input area, and click that upward facing submission arrow on the right, the platform initializes its multi-agent background compilation cycle. So let us do that. Let's send. And now, as you can see, the interface will change and switch, and now AI will start building. So Imagent does not simply spit out a mock layout or a non-functional layout image. Instead, it systematically structures the actual source files, styles the UI using responsive utilities, and wires up live client-side data state tracking models. When the workspace canvas loads the initial render on your screen, don't touch your mouse right away. Take a few seconds to review the live build environment. The interface layout will display the responsive layout on the left, alongside a conversational modification panel on the right. This allows you to inspect the desktop and mobile screen layouts simultaneously to ensure every component scales flawlessly across different screen sizes. Okay guys, so we're not done yet. So for example, as you can see, now that it's creating, it's actually asking us questions. So what's the question? Train a carousel content. How should I populate it? And now you have certain, of course, choices. So let's just use this, 4 to 6 placeholder trainers. Next. Then why should leads be viewable? Let's say this one, second. Next. What should the goals be? Multi-select checkboxes. Next. Any additional sections you want to add as well? Let's just choose those 3 and submit. And after you answer these questions, it will then again continue generating, and you can just sit back and watch. And now let's say the initial build is 90% perfect, but also you want to tweak a specific block layout or update the font hierarchy. You never have to track down complex settings panels or manually edit source files to make updates. The refinement process happens purely through text conversation using the edit pane. So you can just simply select the specific element block you want to alter and type your modification command directly. Alright, and just like I said, had to actually wait for a while until this gets done. So when you click on a certain object in your website, you will be able to actually highlight it and then choose what kind of modifications you want to perform for that particular object. So either it's a piece of text or some kind of button, or as you can see, yeah, just pretty much any object or photo. Maybe you want to replace it. And then all of these changes are easily to perform. And when your application logic is locked in, locate the global deployment control button in the top right corner. Clicking deploy pushes your application layout straight to production on Emergent's managed cloud hosting infrastructure, assigning you a secure live URL instantly. You can easily map your own custom domains, track incoming lead data tables natively from dashboard, and continuously publish iterations on the fly. So that's it, guys. Hit that subscribe button right now to keep your digital pipelines, automated AI workflows, and high-performance layout creation strategies completely optimized. Don't forget to like the video as well, and thank you for watching.